Welcome back to another vlog. We're gonna be going in here. Got a lot of stuff going on today. Let's check it out. This is our little used clothing boutique shop. Always a work in progress, of course. Got Mama Leslie. All right, today's project. I need this entire corner to be deep clean, organized, restructured so that I can break down that box pile and get all of the boxes moved over there. And I need to build some type of wooden like slot system for all my boxes. And my official workstation is going over there with dual monitors because I'm tired of working on this little thing. And I'm officially tired. It's amazing. It's amazing how exhausting cleaning is. I can source and ship all day, not an issue, but cleaning exhausts me. So quick shout out before I show you to my mom who showed up randomly earlier today, right when I got started on the death piles. And she stayed for like 3 or 4 hours. So shout out to Mom. She is the best. So here we go, update, I'll show you. My idea I had in my head was to actually have workstations because we're finding that we each have a lot of different projects going on and we're always constantly maneuvering tables and we have to maneuver them around death piles and messes. So messes and death piles are all cleaned up. Now we have permanent little workstations, which is gonna be super nice. All this setup right here is pretty much Amazon FBA. I'll show you the computer setup we have over there. These are just primary workstations. Box pile is done, which means my desk dual monitors are going to be going inside of that corner. I got all of that maneuvered around, so that shelf is now turned sideways, which opened up this area. This is not the final product right here. I did order a box, what was this thing called? A carton rack, carton something. But it's got, I was gonna build one, but Uline had one for 99 bucks. So it's got these little slots I can put all the boxes in. That's gonna be cleaned up. Show you guys real quick what we do for a primary shipping station. We got both rocking Dymo 4XL, Dymo 450. Now, question that I usually get is, do I need both? No. I only have 2 because I'm lazy. Why am I lazy? Because you can use the 4XL to use both FBA item labels, the small ones, and shipping labels, but you have to swap the labels every time you want to switch, and I really don't feel like swapping, so I just have 2 of these right here. And I highly recommend that you get not only a stand, this is a cheap little one, you can see it's not that great a quality, but it gets the job done for holding the computer. Also, you can use PVC pipe, concrete blocks. I like to use bed raisers. Now, I will say bed raisers are not going to be super stable if you're doing a lot of heavy or movement stuff, but I don't know how well you guys can see this. It's pretty sturdy, it's not too bad, never had any issues. This guy I highly recommend. You can check out the link in our description below for our gear store, which I have an affiliate link to this. But highly recommend that you have stuff that is up off of the low standard because you're gonna save your back, and being hunched over is not a good idea. Real quick, I'll do an actual video of this someday. This is a little like nightstand. I don't know if it's a nightstand. It's some type of little stand, super cheap and easy to put together. You just screw the legs on, and this came from IKEA. That is what we use to put our boxes on as we are actually loading up the boxes for FBA shipments. That way, most of the time we put boxes on the ground like this, but it's gonna kill your back. And when you're physically bending over like that and you start to strain your back, it drains your energy. So we don't want that to happen. So put your boxes up high as well, whether it's on a table or it's on a little stand. I can promise you, you're gonna feel a big difference in your body doing that. Next up, we got our electronics pile, which is always a work in progress. This is the electronics eBay account, specifically this entire corner. So you guys can see that we got our soft box set up with our vinyl background, and the rest of it is just kind of chaos. Everything on the red shelf is listed, photoed, listed. That is all ready for sale right now in the store. Everything on this shelf is photoed, needs listed. I just put this here as well as that one. I think what I'll do is black shelves will be where I can drop stuff off after I buy it. And then my employee for this account, Ryan, will go through, and this is his workstation, which obviously we need to clean up all this now. But the goal is to have somewhat of a system, and after it's cleaned up it'll look a lot better, but have a system where I drop stuff off and then he knows anything on the black shelves has not been touched. So it's his job to take it onto the workstation, clean, test if needed, make look pretty. It goes over here to photos. Once it's photoed, it goes onto this shelf. Once it's done and officially listed, then it can go onto that shelf, or you could just go straight from photos to the big shelf, whichever one works. And we're actually running out of room on that one already, so I want to get one of those like those slide ladders like librarians use. That'd be kind of funny. All right, this thing is going to work out perfect. I am going to customize this just a little bit. I use both the Dymo 450 and 4XL, so I don't have to swap labels out. I'm going to take a little piece of plywood that's wider, and I'm just going to screw that right onto there so it's not hanging on the edge so much. But if you're gonna use just one printer, perfect size. Anyways, I'm super excited for my desk. I have not had a legit work desk in several years, ever since we moved into our office. So these little workstations are gonna work out nice though. But aside from that, hope you guys are having an awesome day, evening, night, whatever time you're watching this video. Cheers. Coconut water has been my new addiction. As you can hear, I'm super exhausted, but it's after Q4, finally settling down, getting geared up for 2019, have a better game plan, get more and more efficient, keep sales growing every single year. That is the goal. Have a great night. See you next time.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do a quick review on our photo backdrop. This is a photo backdrop that I use for shooting clothing. You can see that I use a white paper backdrop, and I actually cut this down. I think it was 8 feet and I cut it down to 6 feet just to fit my space a little better. I use 4 lights in total. I use 2 of these smaller white ones on the sides to help with shadows, and then these larger black ones I use, and these have actually 4 light bulbs in them. I don't know if you can see that. So I've been managing with this system for a while, and what I've noticed is that I'm just still having a lot of problems with shadowing, and we don't get a lot of great daylight in here. So I went ahead and bought a photo box. So I'm gonna set it up, try it out. I'm gonna let you guys know what I think. Okay, you guys, so I got my photo box in the mail. This is how it came. It's in this like smallish, I think it's kind of small looking, to be honest. Like carrying case. It's got all these poles. Thank God, has directions. So yeah, I'll get to it and let you know how it goes.
Alright guys, we are at December 30th, which means our annual
Plan 2019.
Every single year, well, it's only our second year.
Yeah, right.
But I move forward every year. We did this last year. We are sitting down and looking at a lot of reflection of 2018. And then we just mapped out what we're going to do in 2019.
Yeah.
So we have a system. You set the goal and then you create the action plan. It's going to get there.
We've got some big goals this year.
Big shit, which is scary.
Yeah.
But it's exciting.
But if you don't write it down, you're not going to know how you got there.
Yeah, that's a pro tip for you too, is this is going to take a long time to get comfortable enough with your spouse to sit down and talk about this stuff. But I mean, it took us 5-6 years of working through communication to get to the point where we could sit down and just openly talk about like goal setting and stuff. So I highly recommend you sit down with your spouse. It's gonna be awkward the first time, like last year when we sat down and did this. It was awkward, but get through it. Highly recommend it because it's not only a great relationship strength builder, but just for hitting your goals, whether it's business or personal, you have to get that stuff down on the paper. It really helps out. 2019, coming for you. All right, meeting is done.
I'm ready to move to Hawaii.
Short-term goal?
We need to buy a bed.
We do need a new bed. Our backs are jacked.